And here she is, just practicing on the lute. And here is Dad, just taking care of little Andrew. And we have a wild boar. Oh my gosh. All right, so it is that time. We're going to see if little Andrew is going to be making it into infanthood. Hello, all you fabulous and wonderful people. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back for some more of the Ultimate Decades Challenge. So I have gone ahead and installed a couple of new mods. So Margaret here, you may notice, she is playing the lute. So I've had this mod for a while now where it gives you the lute skill, but it wasn't showing up. It turned out that I was using the wrong lute. Now we have this lute skill. So I want to have her be trying that out. You have to use certain lutes with it. This was just the first lute that I tried other than the one we had. The one that we had was just for the guitar. You need to use a certain lute with it, I guess. So anyways, we've got this going on now. So I'm gonna have her be working on that to see if she likes it or not. And then Edric here, who is currently going to put away those clothes that are sitting on the ground, I got a mod. It's called the Blacksmith mod by the very same person that did the lute skill mod. So he can come here and he can fiddle around and it's gonna give him the blacksmith skill. So I'm gonna have him be trying that out. Supposedly you can level up and you can make different things from swords to armor. And I just feel like with the war that is going on and he is going to be possibly getting drafted, could possibly get drafted, you know, in a few years. I think that this would be something cool and something that he might do. So I want to have him try that. I also changed my nectar maker. I did find this nectar maker, which takes away all the modern things. I also found this horse bed that takes away the border around the edge, just so makes it just the hay. So I have that there. I did finally get, one of you guys had pointed out that there was a mod that added cooking. It was the Roman skills mod. I believe it was Shotgun Betty who suggested this, so I got it finally, and I'm gonna have her be doing this. You can actually go hunting, which is kind of cool, something different, and you can check your food. This gives you a bunch of different things that you make. It just adds a little bit different food choices for us to make. So I like that. Also with that blacksmith mod, you can click on here and purchase ingots and ores to use. I think you can buy them in the build and buy mode. So yeah, you can get this. I don't know if it's just a decoration because it is in with the decoration, or if you can just purchase it this way. It's really super cheap. It's only $35. Maybe I will get one and see what we can do with it. It might just be a decoration. It says you can put it in your inventory. If I put this in his inventory, does it give me options? No, it doesn't. I'm wondering if you use it in a recipe. We'll see. I'm going to leave it in his inventory. We are just going to spend the rest of this evening, you know, tending to our little baby Andrew. He does age up tomorrow to an infant. Hopefully he makes it. His chances are not too bad. And now we have a sad crying baby. And Edric is gonna go clean the stove. Actually, I'm gonna have him come over here and fiddle around and see what that is and see if that gives him the blacksmith skill. So she has acquired the lute skill and she's coming over to tend to her little baby who's crying. I guess he's hungry. She's also hungry, so I think she's gonna be making some dinner here. Yeah, okay, so he does have, wow, and the sound, actually the sound is pretty cool. Okay, he created a silver ingot. So we do get the blacksmithing skill. That's super cool. I wasn't expecting it to have a sound like a pounding. Oh, and then he turns on the, that is so flippin' cool, guys. The animation for this is on point. Let me tell you. That is pretty dang cool. And she got the baby go back to sleep. And I think she's going to cook an omelet, she thinks. I'm going to have her just go ahead and throw that away. We're going to try we're going to cook something from here. We can make eggs with honey. I think these might be family size. All right, we can make a pear souffle, asparagus pie. Ooh, that sounds actually kind of tasty. I like me some asparagus. So let's see. We're going to go ahead and make a family size. Okay, he has acquired the blacksmithing skill. This will allow him to fiddle around at the smithing station. As the skill level increases, new crafting recipes will become available. All right, and here she is just making some dinner for her husband and herself. I'm really hoping that Andrew makes it into infanthood and beyond. We gotta turn this little family into a big family, right? And she's now level 9 of the cooking. Okay, so there is our asparagus pie. And there is a goat. And oh, our pantry is broken. Guess what, Edric? You're gonna have to fix this, I think. What is his handiness skill at, by the way? It's level 5, so I think he might be okay. We are going to have him repair. And then she is going to go back to playing some loot here. After he gets done repairing that, I think he's gonna have to spend some time with this mini goat because the attention is only okay. So we will go ahead and tell him some jokes. We are going to hug on him. And she's in here cleaning, apparently. We're going to have her come over here and practice this. And here she is, just practicing on the lute. Okay, is his attention better? Yes, he's content. And little baby is crying. I'm gonna have him come over here and talk to little Andrew and shush and rock. And do you need a diaper change? Yes, he does. Edric can handle all of that. And here is Dad just taking care of little Andrew. He's just crying. He needs a diaper change. He's like, yeah, I think his diaper is dirty. And there we go. He changed his diaper and then he immediately picked him up to rock him. Oh, I didn't even cue that one up. And we'll cuddle him and kiss his forehead. And then he is going to come over here and get something to eat. And she is feeling pretty silly, apparently. Oh, we do have a buff. Meditative melodies. These sonora sounds set Margaret's mind at ease. And it is 9:30 in the evening. They're going to go ahead and go to bed. They're both very tired. He's already queued it up. So I'm going to get her to stop and she can go to sleep. That baby is probably going to be waking them up here in a few hours anyway. And just like that, like not even 20 some minutes later, I'm thinking he's hungry. So I'm going to have Margaret come over here and go ahead and feed. Oh, I changed it to cloth diapers. I forgot about that. And I also probably should choose preferred to be to breastfeeding. Preferred feeding is now breastfeeding. I hadn't done that yet. We can go ahead and feed him. And no, listen, you're going to go right back to bed, sir. And now she can go back to sleep. And the baby has awoke, and I think he probably needs a diaper change. So this time, we're going to let Edric go ahead and change his diaper, and she can go back to sleep. They're up. They're pretty much rested. It is 4:30. I'm going to let her go ahead and take care of him. I'm going to have Edric come over here and use that. I want to have him go try this hunting, and this is spoiled now, but I'm just curious to see what he gets from that. And she is gonna do some cooking here. We can also buy ingredients here, which is real nice. I assume that these are things that you will use in the recipes for this mod. I'm curious to see if he'll bring back some stuff for use. We'll have to see, but we can cook gourmet food. So we don't have any potatoes and the sauce. I don't know what the sauce is. So I'm just wondering if it's not something we buy. So I don't see sauce under here. So maybe it's something we have to make. And I don't see it under here. We can just go ahead and make it. We just have to pay 55 simoleons. But that sounds like that would not be breakfast food. Let's see what she can make as far as some breakfast. We can do some eggs and honey. We're going to go ahead and do a family size, even though there's just 2 of us Sims here. We do have meat and cheese over here. Oh, and little Andrew is crying, and she's going to have to get to him. Okay, so Edric has come back, and he did get this clean air, but I don't see any other buffs. Okay, I don't see him any other buffs in there. He did bring back some things. Okay, we have a wild boar that he got. He also got a rabbit, and he also got a lamb. Oh, this is big, y'all. This is big. I feel like we need a whole nother table. These are a bit different. Okay. And we have a wild boar. Oh my gosh. He doesn't have to cut them up apparently. So I'm thinking we can just put these in our pantry and they'll go in for the recipes. Man, those things are big. They are huge. So we'll put those in there. And now he needs a shower. He is hungry. So we'll have him grab some of that. And now I'm curious to see cook food. I don't think she has any meat. I think that showed up before. Yeah, I don't see anything special or that takes those meat. I'm wondering if it works with this. Okay, so I wanted to see, this is the only rabbit meat is from that mod. So that is the only rabbit I have. So when I come over here to the Ye Old Cookbook and I go to cooking and go to pies and tarts, there's a rabbit pie. It counts as 2 meat. So that's kind of nice. So it does work with the Ye Old Cookbook. The hunting does. And she's gonna come back over here and sit and eat her eggs. And they're gonna get themselves all around. And they're gonna have to tend to the animals and go about their day. Oh, and apparently Onyx is uncomfortable. So I think the first thing he's gonna do is come clean his hooves. And he's going to take care of him, brush his coat. And this horse is happy, apparently. He's fun as poor, however. Let's see if we can ask him to play with this. And the little billy goat is dirty, apparently. So we're going to feed this goat and clean. He's got some green fumes coming from him. He is dirty and unhappy. And I don't know where Onyx is. Oh, he's over here. He is fun as poor. I think this does not work, even though I got a new one. Oh, maybe it will. Nope. He's like, no, let's have him come over here. Oh, this isn't gonna work either. Oh, and little Andrew is crying. And so, oh, she's on it. She is on it. I think maybe he needs a diaper change. Yeah. And I'm gonna have him come. Edric is gonna come over here and clean the shed. And we'll clean the cow and feed this cow. Margaret is going to come out here and clean the coop. And she's going to feed the chickens. And see if there's any eggs. And we got 3 eggs. And apparently cleaning the chicken coop made her dirty. I didn't think that had an effect on it. And her dad has come over, I see. We do need to get some water. I'm going to have Edric is worse with the hygiene. I don't know why his energy has plummeted. Yo, is that from hunting maybe? It could be from hunting. He's going to come over here and gather some water and then have himself a bath. I think the hunting made him tired. I don't know. It must have been. I didn't notice it until now. And now he can have himself a bath. And she was going to go talk to him. I'm going to have her come clean this cow. And then she can milk the cow. I just saw her dad, but I don't know where he has gotten to now. And I don't think he ever cleaned this goat, yo. Oh, he fed it. Let's clean this goat, this mini goat. And I'm not sure where the sheep has gotten to. Oh, right here is the sheep. And the sheep is dirty and unhappy. Oh, that's the sheep. It wasn't the mini goat that was dirty. It was the sheep. And now here her dad is. And he just finished in the bath so she can come take herself a bath. And I'm gonna have him go take a nap. He's just wore out. We've got all the animals. After he gets the sheep done, we'll have all the animals taken care of. Oh, she did not milk this cow. She did not milk. I think she either failed or she didn't do it. But, well, we'll try again later. All right, so it is that time. We're going to see if little Andrew is going to be making it into infanthood. So we do not want to get a 12, 16, or 18. Let's hope little Andrew makes it into infanthood. Let's cross our fingers and hope. Yes, please. All right, here we go. No 12, 16, or 18. And he has lived. Oh my goodness. I am so happy. All right. So we get to go ahead and age him up. So he's taking a nap. I'm going to have her come over here and go ahead and age him up. Oh, I'm so happy he made it. I mean, his odds were pretty good. He only didn't need the 3 numbers, so it's not too bad. And here he is. Happy birthday, Andrew. And there he goes. He has aged up. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and randomize this. And we got calm. These Sims like to watch the world and are less likely to cry or become angry and don't grow tired of activities as easily as other infants. However, they are less likely to explore the world on their own. Okay. He might not be an explorer, but he does require less attention. Look at him. Oh, there he is. All right, we're going to pop into Cass, of course, and take a closer look and give him a bit of a makeover. Okay, here he is. Here is little Andrew. Okay, so let's take off the skin. This is how he is looking. So I think he got her fair skin for sure. You know, it's always hard to tell who they look like at this stage or toddlers. I feel like once they become children is when they start to really take on the look of their parent. But we'll go ahead and I think all I'm gonna do for him and his skin is I'm probably just gonna use one of these twisted cats. This is what I have been using. I think I'm gonna go with this one. It is the So Creamy by Twisted Cat. And let me change his eyebrows because, those eyebrows aren't going to work for me. So he got blonde hair. He got Edric's blonde hair and brown eyes, I see. I'm going to go with these eyebrows from the Are by Twisted Cat. Those are the ones I have been using a lot of. I don't have any other skin details that I will be using. I think we're good there. And then I'm wondering if these are going to work. Yeah, these will work. These are the 3D eyelashes, but they don't always work. Sometimes they do glitch out for me. I think for infants, that is. I think I'm going to go with these ones, maybe. They're a little bit lighter. I do also have the 2D ones here that I sometimes will give them, but I kind of like the 3D ones better. I think I'm going to put a little bit of blush on him just to give him a little bit of a color. Let's see, that adds a little color to his whole face. I don't want that. It looks like a sunburn. So the one I usually like is this one. It's Morgan. This is by Praline Sims, but it doesn't show up under the masculine, which is totally fine. I just will change it. I think I usually go with this real pink one, but then I tone it down just a little bit to give him a little bit of color there. And that's all I do for the little boys. Now, hair, I don't have any real hairs. So I think I'm actually going to keep this one on him. I kind of like it. That one is cute, but I think I'm going to go with this one. I really think that one looks all right for him. And then, of course, for his clothes, for infants, I don't think I have a whole lot. I do have this one. For his everyday, we'll give him that. I'm gonna go with this green and gray one, I think. So I made his formal just a little bit different. Instead of the green, I gave him a little gray just to make it a little bit different. And then we'll just put this little short set on him and change it into a different color. Maybe we'll go with this beige. And then his party, we're going to make this his party and we'll put it as the same as his formal. And then his hot weather, we're going to go ahead and give him, we're going to give him this short set, but then maybe we'll put it in some other color. We'll take these shoes off for sure. You know, I kind of like this color for him. And then his cold weather, I don't have any. I've not really looked, but I'm just going to use something from the game. I'm just going to give him this little gray one. I'm going to need to look and see if there's any more, if there's any new medieval custom content out there. So that's all I think I'm going to do for little Andrew. All right, there is little Andrew. So we do need to get an infant bed. So let me grab one of those. We'll put this in our family inventory. I'm gonna put it like this, I think, and see if she can get to it like that. We also do have a toy. I don't know that this will support infants. I don't think it does. This little toy does support infants. I don't think that this rock supports infants. Yeah, it only supports children. I think that is all that we're going to have. We have this one little toy for him. I'm going to have Edric. He just got up. He is so tired and it's only noon. You know, it's only noon. I'm going to have him go back for a nap. And I'm going to have her come over here. And we're going to do some automatic tummy time. Here they are. Just going to do a little tummy time. Come on, little guy. You can do it. Oh my gosh, how cute is this one? Oh, he's like, I can't. He's trying so hard. I have to say, I think he might be my first baby that has only cried. That's the second time he's fussed. He starts to fuss and then he gets over it. Maybe it's because he's calm. Oh, now he's going to cry again. Never mind. I have jinxed it. And he's like, Mama, why you gotta do that to me? I'm gonna have her go ahead and breastfeed him. Oh, and this horse is not doing well. I'm gonna get Edric up and I'm gonna have him I'm wondering if this is gonna help the horse's fun, if he can do this, direct horse to jump. I don't think that is gonna work. Actually, it doesn't even queue up. He can do the barrels, maybe not. I'm gonna have him go ahead and get on Onyx and see if this is gonna work his fun or not. His social is also down a little bit. Okay, I don't know why we're coming all the way out here to mount this horse. Come over here and mount this horse. And she's gone and lay down. She's having herself a nap outside. Where's that baby? Oh, she put the baby in the crib. He's just laying there happily. Okay, are we not gonna mount this horse? What is this horse doing, yo? Oh, he's gonna do it on his own. Okay. He is doing it on his own, and it does help his fun. Okay, so I had this gate locked. So I unlocked it, and Onyx immediately came out here and started doing the barrels. And here they sit eating some dinner. I'm gonna have him get her family over. And here comes the family. I'm gonna have Edric introduce. And guess what? Andrew loves wake up time. Wonderful. I think he's gonna be such a good baby. We're gonna go ahead and introduce little Andrew to Annabelle. And he's like, would you like to see your new grandson? What a cutie. And first visitor milestone has been unlocked. And she looks so sad. And we're gonna have introduced to, I guess we can only introduce her to dad. And they sat this baby down. She just set it on the ground. She's gonna go breastfeed him, I guess. And she just breastfeeding him outside like nothing. Okay, let's introduce little Andrew to your dad. And Edric is gone to lay down. He was just about ready to pass out. And she's just like, here, Dad, we see your new grandson. Isn't he adorable? He's like, oh, my daughter, he is cute. Oh, her dad has blonde hair, yo. I didn't realize her dad has blonde hair. And look at this. Margaret likes fitness. Okay, I'm not really that surprised. And it's just gonna lay this one down, I think. And she's coming in here to talk with her brother, her younger brother, about fitness. She's just like, you thinking about, you know, training for knighthood? He's just holding on to this baby. The mom sat little Andrew down real quick, and this dad is just holding on to him, talking with his kids, and he's sleeping. Wait, is that baby sleeping? Y'all, this baby looked like he'd be sleeping in his arms. He looked awful dazed. I think he's talking with these two little kids. He is gonna get up and he's gonna come chat with her dad. Where are you taking that baby exactly? Are you gonna put that baby down in the barn? What? He coming over here. He gonna lay that baby in the barn. He's like, hey, here's a straw. Here's a bed of straw. Let's just lay him down right here. Oh my God, no, listen. We're gonna pick this baby up. He'd just be happy as can be. Oh, she's got him. She has got him. She's like, Dad, why'd you set that baby, my baby in the barn? And they've come in here to talk. And I guess Edric is, oh, he's telling him some kind of preposterous rumor. Listen, why we come into the barn to have a discussion? She's gonna cuddle this baby and she is going to kiss this baby. She's gonna spend a little time with her son. Oh, she is gonna be a good mother. And I'm gonna have her do some tummy time with him before she puts him to bed. Oh my gosh, it's 10 p.m. Whoa, how did it get so late already? And these people are having a good chat inside the barn. I don't know what they're chatting about. Maybe they're giving him some parenting tips. And this horse do want some attention. Yo, he is trying so hard. I'm going to have Edric quit talking and come spend attention to this horse. This horse has been trying to get our attention for a while now. And he's like, it's okay, Onyx. Just because we have a new baby in the house doesn't mean I won't pay any attention to you. I will. And oh, Andrew got the lifted head milestone. Yay. We're going to hug. We are going to talk to him. And we're going to reassure about being ridden. He's feeling tense about the whole thing. And scratch his neck. And oh, he wants to go night-night. All right. You know what? I'm going to have her put him to bed. And then she's going to go off to bed. And her dad be cooking all kinds of things. Her dad just made some rice and is leaving. He is better. And I'm going to have him come and go to bed as well. They're all very tired. Wait, you didn't put that baby to bed. No. Let's put baby to bed. And then we're going to go to bed. And there's Dad just putting him down for a little sleep. I do think we're going to be needing to do some laundry in the morning, man. And I don't think they've done laundry for a little bit. And Andrew has woke up and he is hungry. And she's pretty rested, so she's going to get up. He's also dirty, so she is going to get up here and she's going to feed him. And then, oh, she's already got it queued up to do so. Look at that. Check on infant. Yeah, he has a dirty diaper. I think you're going to need to change his dirty diaper. And now we have a dirty diaper that went under the crib and I can't get it. And she is hungry. Oh, and she's got, ow, biting is a natural part of development. But who knew tiny teeth could be this sharp? Oh, he bit her while she was breastfeeding. Is this rice still good? She's gonna come. She's got 1 hour. She's got it queued up to go get some rice. I'm gonna have her put him back in the bed. And Edric is up and he is getting himself some rice. And actually, I'm gonna have her pick him up and bring him over here and lay him down out here. And we'll put him here because I'm gonna have them try for a baby, I think. And apparently Onyx is sad. Why are we sad? I do not know. Oh, from talking to the mini goat apparently. And tomorrow is gonna be All Souls Day. And he would like to go night-night. This one is over here just watching that sheep. He's like, what is that thing? And she's going to come over here and clean this up. And then I'm going to have her do the laundry. Oh, we don't have any flowers. Wait a minute. Do we have any flowers in here? Yes, we do. Let's give one to her. And he is fussing. I'm going to have Edric lay him down for a nap. He's just trying so hard to get him to go back to sleep. And now that this little guy is here, we suddenly got our hands full. And attending to the animals and everything else is going to have to wait a little bit. All right, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here. So we did have them try for a baby. So we'll have to see if anything comes of that. Their percentage is down to 25% because they now are both young adults and no longer teens. So, you know, there's that. But we'll have to see. But at least now we have our little Andrew, who is now an infant. He has 4 days until he ages up, I believe, into a toddler. So we've got basically 4 days to kind of work with him and see how far we can get on his milestones and all of that, whilst taking care of all the animals. And I do want Edric to be working on the blacksmithing. some more to see what he can make. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't yet subscribed, it would be amazing if you did. And also don't forget to click the little bell to get notified whenever I have a video go up. And I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.